So we wanted to just kind of try to figure out what is going on. You know, I find it very disturbing for me. I'm a little bit upset to the fact that my daughter, I received a phone call from my daughter instead of you guys, you know, that you're supposed to let parents know what is going on. So I will appreciate very, very, very much.
Well, first your attention, please.
If you can, somebody can explain to us exactly what is going on. I think that, you know, we have that right.
What was so egregious? So I did get, the Dean's List should have sent you an email this afternoon.
I know, but it should have happened before you guys spoke to our children.
Understand.
Yeah.
There's a lot that happens in between. So we were managing the girls, we were managing the situation, and also just all the other things that happen in school.
But if I must say, the girls are not managed. They're still in tears there.
It is.
I received a call during the middle of my workday, and my child was unconsolable. She was crying and upset, and I didn't have any answers or any knowledge of what happened. It was hard for me as a mother to not be able to comfort her because I didn't know anything
That
at
makes
all.
sense.
And
That
there,
does make
if you would just walk over there and look at all of them are in tears. They're completely upset, and we don't know what happened or why this is happening.
Yeah, and there's far more going on in the schools than a TikTok. Like, there's more concerns that could cause something, but a TikTok, like, it's ridiculous. She has brought so much spirit to these girls. They're doing so well. It's her daughter's senior year. Like, it's so unfair.
And the relationship
she has
with
the
the
girls.
Indian school is very positive. It's a very positive relationship. You know,
Understand.
there was no ill intent towards that situation one bit, not one bit.
I believe that.
Right.
I do believe that. However, there are rules and codes of conduct and contracts. And there are things to be said about making sure that you're adhering to all of those things.
What about a warning?
What specifically was violated?
A warning.
Like, what's the specific?
In the NMAA rules. What were
No,
the
this
contracts?
is an ATC coaching contract.
Right, but
What is it?
was
What-
the specific thing that was violated?
So that's where we're not going to go, because that's not appropriate for us. And it's not appropriate for us because that Vilma might choose to pursue a coaching opportunity somewhere else. And if we're out here spilling the tea, then it could hurt her and her opportunity somewhere else.
But did
So when that potential school calls us for a reference or a verification of employment, that's the opportunity for that conversation. Okay? I can tell you that this decision was appropriate and it's final.
What about a
That's
warning?
it.
What about a warning?
Yeah,
A warning for something so minor.
Okay.
Take it down. Take the post down.
That
Okay.
the
Take the
intent
post down.
behind it wasn't
In the
ill.
email-
So then what? Then
In the
then
email,
that doesn't
we
make any
understood
sense.
and we said in the email that emotions would be high during this game. And the thing we said was, we're not going to get into this business on this field. So you're welcome to send me an email or Miss Ferguson an email.
And
We
are we
can
gonna get an
schedule-
answer, because we've been calling the school and nobody has had the
I don't
common
think that
decency
it's
to
appropriate
us
that
as parents.
You guys
Yeah.
can narrate when we can have this conversation when they're clearly upset and you clearly you guys have done this to them.
Okay. All right.
And whether you agree that you did anything or not, the fact that there was no warning and there was no, and on the day that it happened right before
I understand
our
from
game,
your perspective there was no warning.
Vilma can speak up for that, and there has been no warning. No.
Well,
Okay,
I feel
well,
like
I mean-
there is no, like, here we go. This is the
Still
issue
don't
that I
have an
see. No
answer.
communication, and you guys are not willing to have transparency with us as a parent. So
No,
no,
listen,
and that's fine.
it's not
I
about-
spoke. You need to let me speak. I was respectful and let you speak, so you're gonna let me speak. When I hear my daughter calling me crying, and you guys didn't have the common decency to let me know that this was happening, there is an issue. Because as a legal guardian, I should be advised that my daughter is gonna be put in a situation where it's not favorable to her mental health.
And
That
was
is all
told
I'm
I
gonna
could
say,
not go
period.
When I asked to be part of that meeting. We did have a parent there that could have gone on behalf of all our girls. And where is
This,
that?
this isn't the end of it.
We will continue with the board.
No,
We're
we're
done
just gonna
talking
go
to you.
higher.
We're
That's it.
done talking
We
to you.
just,
You
yeah,
guys
we're
want
having
to
this
tell us anything?
conversation.
You don't want to say.
This is
You
worthless.
claim you had warning. I know for a fact Vilma did not have any warning, did not have any priors. So I guess, like she said, she'll get legal representation and we'll just let it go from there. But we just wanted to let you know that we are aware of the other things that have gone on at the school. And there's no fairness across the board. And that's what we're just trying to let you all know, that we're all aware of it.
Poor judgment of, a post, yet poor judgment of letting kids start Zozober on fire.
Drinking
Yeah.
at senior
I
trips
mean,
and not getting fired for
How
that.
is that such poor judgment?
And we same situation. We were not advised until after, you know, the TikToks and all those posts were happening, you know. So the communication lacks, you know. Like you guys need to do better at that. That's simple as that. Yeah.
Do better.
Yeah. Not for us, for the children, you know.
It's not a life lesson. It's their lives. It's their emotional
Correct.
state
It's the
of being.
children that are getting punished ultimately by the way this was handled. I understand that something needed to be handled, but it's the kids that are suffering.
It's not done properly.
And
And life lessons, those are parents, you know, they're supposed to give the life lessons, not you guys. That's my job as a mother, not you guys' job. Yeah. So yeah.
And the
just
only
what I'm
lesson
gonna
they're
say.
going to see is how unfair it is. How unfair it was that there's other teachers that endangered students and are still employed there. There's other people that have done things that
Are
were
worse.
reported,
Yeah.
are still employed there. Or whether they're employed or coaches or teachers, however you want to characterize them. And then theirs did a post that somebody else took the wrong way, and now there's no warning, no nothing, you're gone. Like that's it. So that's what lesson they're gonna learn. How unfair the
Yeah.
world
So unfair.
is, I guess. And notice how it was males and then a female. Is that the difference? Like I'm not trying to figure out what she did so much more wrong than the others, and that's the only difference I see. And also that she didn't endanger any kids, she didn't hurt any kids.
Because of the way this was handled, this is what us parents are going through in our own minds, trying to connect and figure out. And we're trying to put all the pieces together, and this is what we're coming up with, and that is the result of how this was handled. And it's not gonna stay here. I feel like this is has turned into something way bigger than
Much
what
bigger.
it should.
Absolutely.
Much bigger.
And
100%. Yes.
and we are all going to stand behind our children, our girls, and our coach. I feel like we have been left with no choice.
Yep. Absolutely.
So, I'll conclude. I'll say one more thing. So, we had a meeting at 9 o'clock with the coach. We had a meeting at noon with the players. And we sent an email to all the parents at 2. That was the... Okay.
They were loading
That...
so there was no time
And that... no, but... And so, I understand you know, in a perfect world, everyone would know everything at the same time. But... we had a priority to address problems with the coach, address the players on campus because word travels, and then we sent the notification to the house. That's the order of things. That will be the order of things when it comes to stuff like this. I understand it doesn't feel great on your side, but that's the order of things.
But that's not really the issue. Like the bigger issue is the unfairness, and there's no justification to it. There really isn't.
From a perspective that I think has incomplete knowledge of things, you can make a claim of unfairness.
But you're asking for complete knowledge of things, and you are not open to give us that.
I
She was
understand.
let go
I
from
understand.
ATC, but you yourself then said that they're protecting her in case she wants to get hired somebody else.
And that's
So how is she still eligible to be hired at another school if she's named unethical here for ATC? And you won't tell us that. How is that safe if she's unethical here and unsafe for our team
Listen,
for another school?
You probably all have employers. They probably all have human resource departments. When you talk to them and you ask them about a separation, they'll tell you the same thing. It is not appropriate for the school to disclose personnel issues.
You're
It just
right about that.
isn't.
I work in HR. And
Yeah.
I actually know how rules are supposed to be followed for everybody.
Yeah,
And when
across
you
the
mess
board.
up, everybody has the same consequences. Not, this one gets this one can still
Listen.
come back to the school. This one, you're done.
Look,
No.
Yeah,
So I
exactly.
definitely
Look,
know
listen,
exactly
I
what you're
understand
talking
you
about. And
feel
that's
that way, but that is-
everybody has
that
the
is-
same rules
but
and the